The Russian-Ukraine war has taken a different dimension, as many are focused in Gaza between Hamas and Israel. Russia has taken a new twist. Just on Wednesday, the Russian government unleashed the biggest drone attack in Ukraine. I'm talking about the biggest drone attack in Ukraine. And this is very, very, very dangerous and concerning to the lives of civilians in Ukraine, as well as to the lives of those who are also within the area of combat zone. Watch this video and get the update from what is currently happening in Ukraine, because Russia has stepped up their game, and in fact the situation for Zelensky to win is almost not feasible.
With the Ukrainian counteroffensive not making much headway and Russia launching a major offensive in the strategic eastern Ukrainian city of Avdiivka, the Russia-Ukraine war still rages on. On the 1st of November, Kiev in fact said that Russia had hit more than 100 Ukrainian settlements in a span of 24 hours, the maximum in a single day this year. And just a couple of days later, Russia launched the biggest drone attack in weeks. Ukraine is now bracing for a second winter of Russian airstrikes on its energy systems, which are considerably more vulnerable this year in comparison with the last year. So what is happening in the Russia-Ukraine war front? Our next report gets more details.
As many as 118 Ukrainian towns and villages were bombarded by Russia in 24 hours. This is a claim put forth by the Ukrainian Interior Minister Igor Klimenko this past Wednesday. According to Klimenko, 10 of Ukraine's 27 regions had come under attack, with the onslaught causing deaths and injuries. Communities near the front lines in the east and the south bore the brunt of the heaviest Russian shelling this year. Russian Defense Minister claimed that the military forces of Ukraine are depleting and the Russian advance continues unabated.
The abilities of the Ukrainian armed forces are being depleted, and the demoralization of the personnel is increasing. Despite the delivery of new NATO weapons, the Kyiv regime is suffering defeat. The grouping of Russian troops continues to conduct an active defense, inflicting effective fire on the enemy. Our units are moving forward, taking more favorable positions.
Kyiv also reported a Russian attack on an oil refinery in Kremenchuk, the biggest in Ukraine. Though there were no casualties, it took the effort of almost 100 firefighters over several hours to put out the resulting blaze. Early on Wednesday, Russia launched a massive drone attack hitting critical infrastructure in the west and the south of Ukraine. Reportedly, private houses and commercial buildings were destroyed in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city. Ukrainian Air Force, though, claimed to have shot down 24 out of 40 Shahed drones launched by Russia. With the advent of winter, Kyiv and the West fear that Russia will escalate its attacks on Ukraine's energy infrastructure, a repeat of its strategy last year. It will be a tougher battle this time around, as Ukraine has less excess capacity and little in the way of spare equipment. A defiant Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky cautioned against the expectations of instant success while rallying his troops.
The modern world is set up in such a way that it becomes accustomed to success too quickly. When the full-scale aggression began, many in the world did not think Ukraine would endure. The colossal things done by our people, by our soldiers, are now taken for granted. Ukraine's success in the battle for the Black Sea is something that will be in the history books, although it is not so often discussed now. But no matter what, we have to do our part, defend our state, Ukrainian independence, our life, our culture, Ukrainian freedom, and we will protect it.
Since its invasion of Ukraine, Russia has dramatically ramped up its domestic arms production. Additionally, it has tapped its few allies for ammunition supplies. Reportedly, North Korea has supplied Russia with over 1 million artillery rounds. The West, no doubt, will play a crucial role in terms of military aid to Ukraine. The question is, does Ukraine have the wherewithal to withstand the Russian onslaught in the coming cold winter months?